Hi beauties, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. For today I wanted to do a more simple look. I've been doing like glitter looks lately, and I just wanted to do something that was easy for beginners, or if you're just looking to do something that's really simple to go. So this is more of like a monochromatic look. I got my eyes and my lips kind of matching, and it was just a really simple easy glam look. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, then please stay tuned. Please also make sure to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to grow our family. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. Alright, beauties, we are getting started with my L'Oreal Brow Pomade in the color Deep Brunette. And I'm just doing hair-like strokes to shape my brow, and then lining the top and bottom to define it. I have very sparse brows, so I pretty much have to create the whole shape from scratch. Next, I'm cleaning up my brows with concealer, and I'm using the Maybelline concealer, and it's the Fit Me concealer. And I'm just blending that away now. And then I'm using the Fit Me concealer now as a primer for my eyeshadow. And just blending that in with the flat blending brush. There's Mariah in the back. Next, we're going into the Itsmyrayeraye Bhcosmetics palette and using the color Pancake to start off with our transition color. Next, we're going into the color Mousse, which is more of like a light brown color. The first color was beige, and this is like a light brown. Then we're going into Spice, which is like a light rust color, and blending that into the crease. And this is a blending brush with no product on it, just to make sure there are no harsh lines. Next, we're going in with the color Sunset, which is like a light pink color. And I'm just blending that onto the crease. It's more of a coral, not a pink, but a coral color. And there's Mariah with Reese in the background. That's where we're at my mom's house. And those are my mom's dogs. And I'm using a blending brush now and just blending away any harsh lines. And going back into the color Spice because I just want to intensify the color a little more. And then I'm using that color underneath my eye to smoke out the bottom lash line, and also into the brown color. Then we're going into the color Angel and using that as our brow highlight. And also our inner corner highlight. And right now we're just blending that in with everything so there's no harsh lines. This Bhcosmetics Itsmyrayeraye palette is a really, really good palette to have. Whether you're a beginner or not, it's just the perfect travel palette. So I definitely recommend getting this palette. And now I'm just blending everything because I just want to make sure that there are no harsh lines and everything is just nice and smoked out. And just adding a little bit more Sunset. Then we're going in with our L'Oreal eyeliner. It's a kohl liner, and it's the extra intense black liner, and it has a smudger on the other end. That's how you can tell that it's the right one. This is my favorite liner because it's super dark. And I'm lining my waterline and also tight lining. Then we're going to use our L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. Get those bottom lashes popping. I'm going to put a little at the top as well, but not too much because I will be adding false lashes. And the false lashes that I have are from AliExpress. They were about $2.99. I usually just buy in bulk and probably spend about $30 on a bunch of pairs. It takes about a month to get here, so I just make sure that I have that time to wait before I need more lashes. There's Mariah again. And I'm just using my lash applicator. Then sometimes if the glue isn't sticking right, then I'll just use my hands. But this is the e.l.f. Glow Lotion, just so they have a little glow when I apply my foundation. And I'm just rubbing that into the skin. Then going in with the Becca Evermatte Poreless Primer and mattifying my skin a little and getting rid of those pores. Trying to get rid of them, at least. I have really large pores, so I want to try and mask them as much as possible. And then using the Maybelline 24-Hour Stay Foundation in the color 330. You guys, this is my new favorite foundation. It is so bomb. It really is the best drugstore foundation, in my opinion, for my skin type. I have oily skin, and this is the only one that lasts all day and doesn't rub off in various areas. So I highly recommend it. And I'm just blending that in with the blending sponge. Next, going in with my Fit Me mascara. I mean, not mascara, excuse me, concealer. It's in the color Golden. And this is going to be my highlight shade. Then I'm going to my LA Girl Cosmetics Beautiful Bronze as my contour. And blending that in with the Real Techniques brush. Then using a flat concealer brush to spread the concealer product for my highlight. And sometimes I use my sponge and sometimes I use a brush. If I want my highlight to be a little bit more popping and I don't want to use a lot of product, then I'll use a brush to spread it. And then I'll just blend out the harsh lines, because if you use a sponge, it does eat up some of the product. So that's just something that I do. Sometimes I don't want my highlight as intense and I'll just blend it with the sponge. But if I do want it to kind of stand out, then I will spread it with the sponge first. With the brush first, and then blend out the edges with the Beauty Blender sponge. Or this is actually a Sonia Kashuk sponge. Is that the Sonia Kashuk? Oh no, that's the one I got from Ipsy. I got one in a new sponge in my Ipsy bag, and I wanted to try it out, and it actually was nice. As you can see, it blended everything out well. But I really love the Sonia Kashuk ones too. And then I'm using my Sacha Buttercup powder, and instead of baking with a lot of product, I've been just patting it into my skin and then baking with a little bit of product, because my skin is starting to kind of change. Even though it's oily under my eyes, it seemed like it was creasing under my eyes. So I just started trying this, and it's been working out for me. We're using that color called Mocha from the Itsmyrayeraye Bhcosmetics collab. This palette is bomb, you guys. The eyeshadows and the contour, and you get highlight shades, and it has a mirror. So it's just a win-win situation all the way around. And I'm just blending into all of the areas where I want to create shadow, so we can suck that face in. Let's take off a few pounds. And then I'm using my Sacha Buttercup powder to just add a little bit more highlight. And then I'm going to bake just a little, with just a little bit of product. I don't need much product now because I put the product into my skin. And then I'm just blending it into my skin. And then just blending away any excess powder. Now I'm just adding some blush. I forgot my blush at home, so I'm using whatever was left on the brush because I hadn't washed my blush brush. Don't judge me, guys. Then I'm going into the Radiant highlighter from the Itsmyrayeraye collab palette as my highlight. And this color is beautiful. I love all the shades in this palette. Button nose. Get that highlight popping. Yes. Cupid's bow. Then I blend the edges of my highlighter to make sure it's not just a harsh line, and then add a little bit more in the middle. It's kind of how I do mine. Now we're going to go in with this Lena Lashes lipstick. I do not have the color, but I will see if it's on there. I don't remember seeing the color actually on the lipstick tube, so that's why I can't give that to you. But I will check and see if I can find it on the site. But it was like a brownish color, and then I added a beige color into the middle, or a nude color into the middle, to kind of create the same color that's on my eyes to make this more of a monochromatic look. And then I used my Fenty Beauty lip gloss. It was one of the Astro lip glosses. And look at that highlight popping, y'all. This Radiant is bomb. Get this pop. Alright, beauties, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. We have this pinky smoky eye with the matching glossy lip, which is very springy, even though the spring weather is not looking good outside. I wanted to bring the spring with this makeup, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you would like me to do any specific looks, please leave them below, and I would definitely be glad to do that. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to grow our family. And you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.